Okay, we're officially starting our group chat, and we're starting off today because we wanted to talk about not answering messages on eBay and how important it is. Because, guys, there's a time value of money. You have to place an hourly wage on your time. And are you worth $100 an hour, $50 an hour, $25 an hour? And the more you spend your time doing things that don't produce revenue, the less you're worth per hour. So if you spend a half hour of your time responding to eBay messages that are basically useless and not going to produce you income, then you're worth 0 per hour during that time, right? And that averages out. So, you know, maybe you make $100 per hour once picking up a phone that day, but if you spend 3 hours of your day doing something that doesn't produce income, then your hourly wage is actually only worth $25 an hour, not $100 an hour, right? So you got to look at the total package, how much you guys are actually working. And that's very important. A lot of business people forget to worry about the time value of money. And they're always focusing on like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And some people even make a little bit of money. But if you do something that, let's say, only makes you $20 an hour, but you could have done something that made you $60, then was that the right decision? Then sometimes it's better to say no to the $20 an hour thing and instead focus on trying to do the $60, $70, $100 an hour thing, right? So, for example, like some people will say to me, well, Dave, well, I answered a couple people's messages before and I ended up selling a phone. Yes, but what if you didn't answer any messages, you sold the phone anyways? Then you made more money and worked less. That's the whole point of business, right? So, yeah. Does that make sense, Tim?
Yeah, for sure.
So try. It could be just your phone is overpriced, and that's a reason for lowballing. So maybe you got the phone price too high, which I'm guessing it is by the way you reacted to that comment. So maybe just reduce the price and ignore all those lowballers, and then there's someone who will buy at the right place because now you have it listed properly. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Okay. So I seems by the comments, most people agree with me. So someone says if they lowball too far, add $5 to the price. All right. But I'm sure you guys have noticed by now the questions on eBay are just ridiculous. And a lot of these people, you know what the worst thing is too? If you actually do answer the questions, you do sell a phone, it's a nightmare. That person's going to be like that through the whole sale. Yeah. When is it shipped out? Did you ship it yet? What you know? What's going? Oh, and they get the phone. Hey, there's a tiny little scratch here. Like that's what they're going to be like when they finally do. So you don't want those people. Believe me, you're better off to sell the phone like $10 less and just have no headaches because of the time value of money than have to waste your time dealing with that to scrap for an extra $5 or $10. It is not worth it. Okay. Yeah, sure. Moving on to the questions. What do you guys want to see first? You want to see some Craigslist ad stuff, Facebook ad stuff, negotiate and role play? You guys, majority vote. So go ahead and vote right now what you want. Type it in the chat. Let's get everybody participating here, guys, because I feel like we get a lot of people in the group chats the last few weeks, and we're getting good results. But I think only a few people are really taking action and jumping in. So let's get the people who don't normally take action to participate today. Like if you're usually the silent watcher, I want to hear from you today. I want to hear you type it in the chat. I want to hear you engaging, talking, commenting. Let's get everybody doing well. But I want to give a big shout out to my man Charlie here, who I just did an interview with. And if you guys haven't watched it, I highly recommend watching it. Charlie's on the group chat right now. Charlie was dead broke when he took the course, was so broke he didn't have any money to flip phones, and he freaking sold blood for a month just so he'd have $200 to flip some phones. Literally had to sell his blood. So for anybody here that's saying you can't flip phones because you don't have money, you got no excuses. Go talk to Charlie because he'll show you how it's done. He did $10,000 his first 30 days after freaking selling blood, just pay for phones to flip, okay? $10,000 his first 30 days. So congratulations to Charlie. Not rubbing anybody's face, but guys, you know, if you're saying, well, I can't do this because this and this, you know, you got to look at some of the others in this group that are doing things. And if things aren't going the way you want, let's connect with these people like Charlie, like Aaron, like the people in the group that are doing 10, 15, 20,000 and pick their brain, find out what it is they're doing. Eric, who just hit 20,000 for the last 60 days, is doing fantastic. You know, anybody, Michelle, connect with these people. Luke, has been really trying to help people lately. If you saw his post, he's having an amazing week. So try to connect, guys, with the big players in the group. And I know that's what Charlie did. Charlie, are you on here? Are you able to unmute yourself? I don't know if I see Charlie Brown, but I don't know if he's paying attention or not as I'm talking. But anyways, you know, like Charlie, number one thing he said in that interview I did was that he said that he connected with the top players. He went right for the head people in the group. Josh says, where's Charlie? I don't know. I'm calling him. He's on the chat. I see Charlie is on here, but he's not responding. So I'm not sure if he's got me on mute or something. Anyways, so what were the things that what you guys typed in? So someone says dealing with objections. lead generation, Craigslist ads aren't getting stuff, ads, negotiating, Facebook Marketplace. Let's do getting calls, because right now, I think the more calls you get in, even if you're not that good at negotiating, you're probably going to get more business just because you're getting more people calling you. So let's focus today on getting lots of calls. All right. I just want to show you guys, if you're not doing good on eBay sales right now, I'm sorry, it's 100% you. It's not the time of year. It's not customers. We're crushing it right now. We have a lot of group members that are crushing it right now. So if things aren't going the way it is, you're doing something wrong. All right. And that's not to put you down. It's just to let you know that you are doing something wrong and it can be fixed, which is good news. So for the last 30 days, we've done 18,400 so far. Just today alone, we listed over $6,000 in phones. I already had, I think, 4 or 5 things sell. Let me see. This is today. Why is it saying not awaiting shipment? Did you already do the ship? Oh, here it is right here. Yeah.
Oh,
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things already sell today, and we've got 6,000 more on the store. You know, like this Galaxy Note 8 we bought for $200 and it sold for $469. This iPhone X we bought for $410. It sold for $780. Right? Like this is pretty good money. So guys, this Galaxy S7 we bought for $5. It sold for $70. I mean, if you want, I'll show you the inventory slips. This iPhone 6S, I don't know how my employee pulled this off, but we bought these for $140. $140. I'm not joking. Can you go get the slip and show them that really quick? $140 for this iPhone 6S that just sold for $379. It sold in 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. So we bought it for $140. That's a eBay fees are $38, right? Because you guys all know it's 10%. So it's $38 in eBay fees. So it's $330. That's a $200 profit on that phone in 5 minutes. All right. So it's definitely possible. It's crazy. It's an amazing good time. So if you're not crushing it right now, I would jump into action, watch the course videos double time if you have, and pay close attention. I'm about to show you guys about getting your calls ringing, because this is an amazing time of year. Here it is right here, that phone that sold, iPhone 6S. Right there. What's it say? 140. Can you guys see my screen? iPhone 6S. This is the phone right there. $200 profit, guys. All right. So that just, again, I'm not bragging or anything and saying this stuff. I'm just showing you guys, you know, what you guys all should be doing at this point. All right. So someone says the S7 sold way too low. $70 was crazy low. Yeah, but there was a problem with that. This was like Google Lock too. That's why I sold that low. So that's, you're just looking by the titles. Don't go by that. Anyways, and don't try to tell me what I'm selling on eBay. I'm the eBay guy here. Damn it. No, just kidding. All right. Okay. Let's go to Craigslist. First of all, and let's look at a couple of our ads here. Show you guys right into our personalized. Does anybody want me to tear apart someone's Craigslist ad here? Like, does anybody have like 20 Craigslist ads and you're not getting any calls, and you want me to rip your Craigslist ads apart and critique them for you? Who wants me to blow up their Facebook ads? Anybody? Because I'll do that for you. Okay. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for someone to have the guts to actually to put their hand up and say, yes, me, Dave, I could use some help. Josh says me. Okay, Josh, you're not getting a lot of calls? David says,
so I've been doing really well with Facebook Marketplace. Ever since I started using that, I started out with about 30 messages a day. I'm down to maybe 5 to 10 messages a day, but I got maybe 1 call this week.
Okay, so Craigslist is you're not doing a lot on Craigslist then, right?
Yeah.
So by the way, I want to tell you guys, Charlie in the interview, I don't know if you got did everybody watch that interview in here? When Charlie started, he was over posting in Facebook groups, and he actually got banned in Facebook groups. So that 10,000 he hit was even getting banned. He had to sell blood, and he got banned his first week in the course from Facebook groups, and still hit 10,000. And he did it from Craigslist. He put up 60 Craigslist ads. That's how he did 10,000. Okay. So guys, for anybody who thinks Craigslist isn't working, go ask Charlie about that one and see what he thinks. Okay. So, anyways, Josh, let me go ahead and take a look at. Why don't you share your screen? Let me take a look at your ads, and let's.
Okay.
And then David's next. I'm going to take a look at David's ads.
Where's the screen share?
So go down. You're going to see the thing. It says share screen. It's like a green box.
Yeah, I see. It's right in front of my face. There we go. All right. These are my ads I have up.
Okay, wait a minute. Stop. Go slow, Josh. Hold on.
Okay, sorry.
Let me just look for a second. All right. First of all, number one problem Josh has right now without even looking at his ads. Can anybody type in the chat? What's a problem Josh has got right now?
I don't know how to get to the chat to see it. There we go.
Too many ads in one account. Everybody's saying too many ads in one account. Josh, you have like 40 Craigslist ads on one account. You know what the problem with that is? Why that's not good?
They're getting ghosted.
Yes. Most of these ads probably aren't even showing up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I ran forever on one Facebook account or on one Craigslist account. And this is my new one that I started about 2 weeks ago.
Craigslist sees you as kind of a spammer when you do that. So they see you're overposting. And look at you've got financial services looking to purchase used smartphones. Then you got another financial services, I want to purchase your used smartphones. It's almost the same exact headline, right? And you're overposting in one category. You're just screaming to get flagged and ghosted. Like your ads aren't going to show up. All right. Have you actually gone into Craigslist to see where your ads show up?
Yeah, a lot of them actually. Let me show you on financial services. My ads show up above Diana's, and Diana's in my area. Like under financial, I'm right here. This is my ad, and that's Diana's ad.
Holiday cashier. All right, no wait, stop. Go up.
Oh, sorry.
Go up. Slow it down, Josh. We gotta keep it slow so we can take a minute to look at this.
This ad is mine. This ad is mine, and this ad is mine.
All right, so you are all over there looking to purchase used smartphones. I want to purchase used smartphones. First of all, one thing is they're not bad headlines. Just make sure to capitalize the first word of each one of those. Okay.
Okay.
All right. The other thing is Diana. I just want to mention you said Diana's is the holiday cash for your smartphone and computer.
Yes.
I don't like that title. So if Diana's listening to this right now, Diana, if you want to beat Josh, sorry, Josh, I would recommend not using titles like that because holiday cash, it seems like some kind of retail store. It doesn't sound like you're going to give him cash. Like Josh's ads looking to purchase used smartphones, at least you know, hands down, he's looking to pay you for a phone. But holiday cash for your smartphone, it seems like it could be like a cash back rebate thing. It could be like there's a sale going on. It's confusing to the prospect. So I would change the headline on that ad if I were you. All right. So yours, Josh, looking to purchase used phones. Click on the ad. Let me see what the body looks like. The headline.
This is one of the ads.
Oh,
this one.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't really have much in there.
All right. So
I have other ads with more in there. Do you want to pull up a different ad?
Okay. First of all, big issue I see. What do you guys see when you see this ad, guys? Type it in the chat. Let me see if anybody gets that. Sling says a vanity number. Bam, first comment. Good job. Whoever Slingy is, excellent. I don't know who that is, but great job. 570-500 by 5. Big mistake, Josh. Okay. I'll tell you why. Because Craigslist people are a funny animal. They're on classified sites because they hate the mainstream guys. You know, you ever met musicians that are like indie musicians and they hate mainstream music? Well, Craigslist, like that kind of cult following, they don't like the big chain stuff. They're here on Craigslist because they want to deal with the local guy. And if you're 570-500 by 5, I'm thinking I call this and I'm going to get like some automated system. You know, like, hello, thank you for calling 570-500 by 5. We purchase smartphones. Like, I don't want that. I want some guy on Craigslist to buy my shit. Like that's basically it, right? So you're actually turning people off with that rather than making them want to call you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that goes for anybody else. If you have the words in your ads like we purchase smartphones, you don't want to sound like a big company. You just want to sound like the local guy. No, stay on the ad, Josh. Can you stay?
Oh, I was gonna open up a different ad.
No, can you just stay on that one though? Because
I
just want to move one thing at a time.
Okay, let me open that one back up.
Okay, so that right there is definitely hurting you. Call or text with what you have. I mean, let's ask this. What do you guys think about the wording there? Call or text with what you have. Does that give me a professional image for this company? Does this sound like someone friendly and welcoming that I want to sell my stuff to?
No, that one sucks.
Hey, I buy phones, man. Call me with what you got. Give me a call. I'll give you
Can we show you a better ad?
Right? So like that. If you're going to keep it short and you want to do this just to get more ads up, Josh, I would keep the language a little different. Do your regular number and say, please call with whatever phones that you have for sale.
Okay.
See, that sounds polite and friendly. Does that make sense? You want to sound polite and friendly in your ads. You don't want to sound like the guy that's going to come in with the gold chain and the hoodie, and pull up with his tinted windows, be like, yo, what you got? Because there's some guys on Craigslist like that. You don't want to be that guy. Right? Because people are scared. That's exactly what they're afraid of, and you're giving them that impression by your ad. So let's go to another one.
All right.
Is anybody finding this helpful so far? Is it good? Is this beneficial to look at Josh's ad and hear this stuff?
I think
it's good stuff. Okay, great. All right. Need Christmas cash. I buy phones, laptops. Now your headlines are decent. You're okay with your headlines, Josh. It's the body of the phones I'm having an issue with here. Okay. So first of all, first line in this, call or text 570-500 buy 5. You're just killing me with that one. Like the minute
I need to
buy 5, as a buyer, this is how people's brains work. I instantly click off. I don't even look at the rest of it. I just shut it off and click, right? And so people aren't even seeing the rest of this when they see that buy 5. I just want you guys to know. When you do something that turns people off in an ad, they just click away. They don't even bother reading it. All right? Now, let's look at the rest. For your free quote, big capital F, screaming exclamation point, right? Now you're the guy going, yo, come on, sell me your shit, man. Sell me. You're like screaming at people now. Come on, I want to buy it. I need some phones. Who wants to sell to that guy? Right? That's like nobody wants to sell to a desperate person. They want to sell to a professional, mature person. Because remember, these people that are selling you their phones, are they in the best positions? Do you think they want to sell you their phone for a third of what it's worth? No. They need diapers for their kids. They need food. And you're like, yeah, let me buy your phone. I'll give you cash now. Let me make money off that shit. Right? I'm sorry, I'm being a little vulgar, but that's the impression that it portrays to them. So they're like, oh God, they get turned off right away. Make sense? So let's look at this. So what I would do is I would keep that lower caps. If you want to capitalize one word, that's fine. Just maybe do free and keep the quote lowercase. Get rid of the exclamation points. I really don't like exclamation points in advertising because it screams desperateness. It screams like, yeah, hey, look at me. And that's not the image you want. You don't want to portray him, desperate.
Okay.
So that when we go to the next line, let's see, photo ID required on all transactions, and you must be over 18 with someone over 18 with photo ID, no exception. Okay, you might as well put a picture of a 300-pound black guy saying, if your phone is stolen, we're kicking you out of this place, right? Like, this is like, it seems like it's so, like you're walking into like a nightclub in the hardest part of town. You know what I mean? And
so how do I reword that?
Intimidating, like, what's your ID? It's going to turn off good people to your ad. As a matter of fact, what happens is I think,
my problem is that when I don't say that, I get people who I show up, I get all the way to the deal, and I'm driving sometimes 20, 25 minutes to get to these deals, and then they say, oh, I'm not giving you my ID. I don't trust you, man. You look like a kid.
Here's the thing. I see your thought process on it, right? But what you want to do is when they get you on the phone, just say, hey, I'm just going to have to see an ID. When you're on the phone with them, be very polite. See, the key is polite, Joe. Polite and friendly, okay? You want to be likable. So I remember I talked to you on the phone about this a little earlier before. And this is where it really makes a difference, because when you're likable and you say, so I'm going to be here in about 10 minutes. Now, the only thing I'm just going to ask, if you don't mind, is I just have to see an ID whenever I purchase anything. And I just do it to protect myself from stolen goods. Is that fair? And when you say it to them like that, it makes sense. It's like, oh, okay, that's fair. It's hard to argue with that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you're just protecting yourself. But if you sound like militant and it sounds like this is big policies, people just think like it's kind of corny. Like they're like, all right, well, forget you then, man. If you're gonna be such a hard ass, so you gotta. There's a certain like commitment chain you gotta move people through. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just too much to put in the ad. I don't recommend anybody do it. The most I ever put in my ad, guys, about the ID is I just said must see photo ID, nice and simple, or photo ID required. Or please have ID. Something nice and polite like that is friendly and welcoming. Most good people understand that. I find it's better. I actually leave that out in most of my ads at this point now. I find it's better to not even do that and just, let them know over the telephone. And if on the phone they give me a problem with it, then at least I save my time. But make sure you at least do it on the phone, or you will end up driving out 20 minutes to see them, and then they won't have it. So you do want to make sure to tell them on the phone. Make sense, Josh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. What we buy: computers, Mac, or PC, iPhone. I don't think that's a big problem. That part. Not sure if we buy it, just ask. I kind of like that. I think this ad would be good if you got rid of that photo ID and you put if you put the phone number at the end, move that phone number to the bottom with the normal number and put this stuff to the top of what we buy, and I think that ad would be good. Okay?
Okay.
Make sense? Is that helpful?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that definitely helped.
Let's look at another one. Let's look at another one. And then David, you're next.
All right. This is one of my ads I did for iPhone repair.
We're a lot of people in this group aren't doing iPhone repair, Josh. So let's move on from this one and do just a.
That one's a horrible one. Let's go with this one.
That is a horrible one.
That's a horrible one.
That's a horrible one too. Let's look at all caps. Let's look at that one for a second so we can use it as an example.
All capitals?
Yeah.
This one.
Guys, one thing you never want to do in advertising is all caps. It's a very rookie move. It's very amateur, and it's what it's called. It's considered screaming on the internet, right? Because again, if you're looking to buy phones, you're usually trying to say, I'm better than everybody else who's got an ad. Just look at me. And those ads are generally disregarded by good people. Now, you know who does see those ads? Criminals and people who try to screw you. It actually attracts the wrong people. The reason is because they see you're a rookie, so they take advantage of you. They're like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Let me call him. So if you guys are getting a lot of bad calls, like a lot of junk phones, a lot of stolen stuff, take a look at your ads. There could be a problem there, and that's probably why you're getting those issues. Make sense?
Yeah.
You want to hear something funny? I actually got more calls for stolen stuff, putting ID required, make sure you have photo ID or no deals. I actually got more people selling me stolen stuff than when I didn't put that in there, believe it or not.
What?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what it is. It's almost like it attracts it more. Yeah. Yep.
Weird.
So we know this ad is terrible, right? Because it's got big caps. Nobody's calling this ad. Nobody's calling this ad except for themselves. So let's go to the next one.
Let's do something different. Let's do this one was flagged because obviously I put it in the. This one was up for a while though.
I buy PlayStation 4, Sony consoles for cash. I like it, but you know what? Everything is so run together. It gives me a headache to look at it, kind of. So
just spread it out more.
Yeah, try to space it. Like what I would do is contact me for pricing. Contact me for pricing is also very formal and it sounds too big company-ish. So I would just say give me a call for a quote or give me a call for price check on it. And then I would do space enter, so you keep a space between there. And then also I will need to know the condition, defects, the hard drive size. It's just too much information all at once for the ad. That's something when they call you. See, the purpose of an ad, guys, the only reason you're putting an ad is to get the phone call. On the phone call, now you get them on the phone. Now your job is to close them. Okay, but the ad shouldn't be closing people. The ad doesn't close people. The ad just gets them to call you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? Like if you're going to put up a personal ad, right, and you're a guy looking for a girl, you're not trying to tell people what you want in a wife in your freaking ad. Like, I would like a wife that does cooking, cleaning, is friendly, polite, likes to watch movies, enjoys golfing, and likes to do this in the scene. Now, also, sometimes I could be a bit of a grump at times, but sometimes I'm fun. Like, if you're going to write a whole novel about yourself, I don't think anybody's calling your personals ad, right? But if you just put it a nice picture of yourself and you're like, hey, just looking for someone fun, you'll probably get a lot of calls, and then it's up to you for you guys to get to know each other on the phone and stuff like that, and then figure out whether it's is that a good analogy? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of you guys are trying to marry the people right in the ad. Don't marry the people in your ads. Just get the call. That's all you got to do. Okay, let's go back. All right. Put in the comments, guys, if you're finding this stuff helpful and what's the biggest thing you learned so far. I want to see if everybody's following along, and if I'm not just helping Josh, I'm helping everybody. Slingy said, ad should have one singular purpose: to get your phone to ring, receive a text. Good. Samuel says, helpful. Okay. Tell me, guys, what's the biggest thing you learned so far? Bobby says, good to learn the do's and the don'ts. Alian says, don't sell them with the ad, sell them over the phone. Good. Ryan says, keep it simple. Good. Jesus says, don't use exclamation points. Excellent. I'm glad you picked that one up.
Okay.
Kenny says, phone advice and dating advice. You'll see the Craigslist post if you don't have multiple accounts. More conversation in the ads, casual but professional. Eric says, be polite and friendly and fair. Good. Good job, guys. Amber says, keep it to the point, less simple the better. Flingy says, be professional, don't sound desperate. Tony says, less is more. Excellent. Eric says, ads just to get calls. David says, keep it easy read. Good. Now, to avoid getting flagged, if you guys are getting flagged or ghosted, here's some of the reasons why you get flagged or ghosted. One, you've got all caps in your headlines, and it looks terrible. If your ad is just plain bad, you're gonna get flagged. Okay. If you're misleading in your ad, like kind of Diana's ad was kind of misleading. Holiday cash, or if you just put get cash for your ad, that's very spammy because you're not telling people what it is that you're advertising for. You say get cash, it doesn't make any sense. You're wasting people's time by making them click, and then they see that they got to sell a phone to get the cash. So instead, make sure it's very specific that you're paying cash for phones. And you know, you can change the wording around, but they have to know that if I click on this ad, it's an ad about paying cash for phones or electronics or iPads or whatever. All right. Next thing is make sure you're spreading your ads out among 5 or 6 accounts. Let me, can you stop sharing your screen for a second, Josh?
Yeah, hang on.
Okay.
All right.
If you look at my ads, right? Look at this. Here's one account. We got 3 ads in it. One in cell phone, one in financial services, one in wanted. That's it. It's real simple. And this is going to help avoid getting your ads flagged, and they're going to show up more. Or ghosted. Here's another one. I don't know if this ad, that account's no good. Let me try this one. This ad, look at this. We only got 2 ads on this one. We should have more though. So Amy runs my Craigslist ads for me. I would make sure you put up like an iPad one here. We got to add like at least 2 more ads. Do a camera one. This is the buy sell fix too. Yeah. Do a camera one. Do a smartwatch ad here. Right. See, like this is, I'm teaching Amy what she should do with this Craigslist account. Right. So, you know, like, and this one I would add an ad for smartwatches. We don't have a smartwatch ad here. Oh, I'm just seeing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's only 2.
Got
when was this? That was back in September. It got flagged. I mean, we're in freaking December now. So I mean, you know, like I think we need to be posting a couple more of these here. So I think ad for smartwatches. I don't see an ad for smartwatches in here on this account. So I would add a smartwatch ad. I would add a camera ad 100%, and I would do a MacBook. There's no MacBooks on here. There's one MacBook ad. So this, you know, this should all be done. You shouldn't have an account with just 2 ads like that. So. Okay. Anyways, guys, thank you. I'm managing my own business as I'm doing this. Okay. So now buy, sell, fix 3. All right, here we go. Now here's 4 ads on the account. Now this one just got flagged.
No, wait, David, why are you posting under cell phones? Just out of curiosity, don't they get flagged?
Well, sometimes, but see, this one didn't. And see, here's the strategy. So what Amy did was, see, she put I pay cash for used damaged iPhone 6, 6S, or 7. So sometimes to land them in the cell phone category, you can get them to stick if you mention the name of the phone in the ad.
Oh.
Yeah. Like we don't try to get them in the cell phone ads, but we'll experiment. It doesn't hurt to put it. It's free. So we'll try to, you know, we'll throw it in there. If it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, hey, it's worth a shot. But we do a lot of experimenting too. Like I make Amy does new ads almost every day just to try out different stuff. Because the more we experiment, the better chance of landing a winner. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's also good to have those ads that are a little off the wall, a little different sometimes, because you never know what's going to work. Okay. Look, when you click on this, like, look at the body. Nice and simple, clean. This is what your ad should look like, guys. Okay. See how there's nice spacing here? It's very easy on the eyes. Now, the only reason we use the wording us or we is because we are a store, and the people are going to come into a store. We can't hide that fact. So we are not just some local guy. We are a store. It's actually a disadvantage for us, though. You know, if I could put I buy and I was just a local guy, I would do better. I would get more calls, but we can't because we're stores, so we have to. So, Do not copy that part of my ads because it's actually a detriment. Jose says, do you think competition flags ads? No, nobody's flagging your ads, guys. It's just Craigslist. You know, anybody want to hear a funny story about a guy who threatened me once because he thought I was flagging his ads? If not, I won't waste the time. But if you want to hear it, I'll tell you a funny story when I first got started about this. Okay, sounds like everybody wants to hear it. So when I first started this business, I remember I posted my first month, I did 10,000 in cell phone sales. And I remember I was so new to this that I was still wrapping up the packages and writing the address on them. I wasn't even printing eBay labels at that point because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So I was handwriting labels on boxes. And I remember doing this. I had sold like 8 phones and I was writing all my packages and getting ready to go to the physical post office. And I get a phone call on my phone that I was using the number to buy. And I'm like, hi, thank you for calling iBuy for Resale. And he's like, yeah, you're the guy putting the ads up and keeps flagging my ad. And I'm like, excuse me? He's like, yeah. He's like, I'd stop that if I were you. Or something's going to happen. I'm like, I started laughing at him. Like, who is this? He's like, you think it's funny to flag my ads? I'm like, dude. I'm like, first of all, I got to ask honestly if this is a joke or not because you're cracking me up here. I'm like, who calls people and does this stuff? So I started laughing at him. Then I was like, look, if you're really serious and you think I'm flagging your ads, dude, I'm packaging up 8 phones today. I made $1,000 this morning. The last thing I got time to do is go on Craigslist and spend time flagging your ads. Nobody's got time for that shit. So sorry, man, it ain't me. I ain't flagging your ads. I don't know what's going on with your business, but you might want to work on yourself a little bit harder instead of calling up your competition and threatening them. Because I don't go for that, man, right? And he was like, oh, man, he was like, yo, I'm so sorry, man. Like, I just thought, like, you were doing that. Like, oh, sorry. So, like, so what are you doing? And then he starts asking my advice. I'm like, get out of here, dude. So funny. Anyways, that's what happened. So, guys, nobody's flagging your ads. Nobody's flagging your ads. So, Josh says, David, Diana's flagging my ads. No, I don't. Diana's I don't think she's doing that. All right. Timothy says, David, how many calls do you get per day for phones, electronics? I mean, here's the thing. People ask me that all the time. Who cares? Like, seriously, what does it matter what I'm getting? The only thing that matters is what you're getting. At the end of the day, guys, worry about how many calls you're getting. Because you know what? I don't know. I don't have a freaking clue how many calls. All I know is, like, how many phones we buy every month. And that's all I care about. I know if I'm answering that phone, when I take the helm of my ship and I answer that phone, I close 7 to 8 out of 10 calls. For every 10 calls I get, I'm closing 7 to 8 out of 10 of them. That's all I know. If I could track more, I would do it. But really, you guys got to worry about getting as many calls as you can and getting about closing. Like, what's your closing average? How many calls are you getting versus how many you're closing? Because if you're only closing 1 call out of 10, you're not that very good at negotiating. You need to work on that. If you're closing 3 out of 10, you're okay, but you definitely need to sharpen your skills. You're good when you can close 5 to 8 out of 10 calls. And I'm not talking about it's not 7 to 8 out of the 10 good calls. I'm talking about you give me the shit of the shit, and I'm going to close 7 to 8 out of 10 every single time, period. So I don't care whether the guy doesn't like my price. I don't care whether he tells me he's going to sell it on eBay. I don't care whether he tells me that he knows what this thing is worth and I'm ripping him off. I don't care. I'm closing 7 to 8 out of 10 of those every single time. And for those that have witnessed me close a live deal, you have seen it in action, right? How many people here have actually seen me close a live deal? You saw on the other group chat. I'm not. Diane says, it is amazing. Chris says, yes. David says, I have. Josh says, me. Craig says, it was awesome. Right? And I'm not saying this to brag, but I'm trying to get you guys to put in perspective where you need to be. I'm trying to give you guys a benchmark on where you should achieve to. So, guys, don't worry about what Diane is doing, what Josh is doing, what Dave is doing. Who cares? What you want to worry about is what are you doing? How many calls are you getting a day? And if you're not getting 10 calls a day, maybe put more ads up. Maybe 10 calls to me is too many. I don't need 10 calls because that's 7 freaking phones a day. If you bought 7 freaking phones at the profit margins I make, do you know how much money you'll make? That's like $600-700 a day profit. I mean, for you guys, most of you guys aren't even making that in a week. So, I mean, even if you get 6 calls and you close the amount that I'm closing, if I get 3-4 phones a day, who here would be thrilled to make $50 to $150 profit, 3 to 4 phones a day? Say yes if that. You would be thrilled with 3 or 4 phones a day making those kind of profit margins, right? Yes. You don't need a lot of calls. You just need to do the right thing. So if you're good at negotiating you can take 4 calls and close 3 of them. Close 2 or 3 of them. But if you're getting 4 calls, you're not closing everybody, then I would work on your closing average. It's not you're not getting enough calls, you're just not closing enough. All right. So anyways, do you guys want me to continue on with the Craigslist ads and the Facebook post, or do you want to go on with the negotiating a little bit more, or the general questions? What do you guys want to see more? You want me to? Oh, I promised David I would take a look at his Craigslist ads. Let's do that really quick, and then we'll get into negotiating.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, David?
Good, good. Hold on, let me show you what.
Just really quick, I don't know who's making an echo. I'm going to mute everybody, so it's going to mute you, David. Just unmute yourself after I do this, okay?
Okay, cool.
Okay, go ahead. Now you can unmute yourself. Just want to, there was like some kind of echo there.
Okay. Let me share this. All right, so let's see here. I have some ads. These are the ones, these are the JPEG ads that I have up. And then some of the other ones I have are just like wanting to buy these ads right here. Which one do you want to see first?
These are your ads that you're showing me, or these are your competitors?
These are my ads.
Okay, can you go to your account and show it to me, though? It'll be a little easier than showing it this way. Now, one thing I haven't touched on is having a picture in the ad yet. Sometimes, guys, I would experiment with having like 25 text ads and 25 picture ads. You're just going to make sure your pictures are good, though, when you guys do the ads. Make sure the pictures are nice and clean and simple. But let me take a look here. For some reason, it's only showing half of your screen, Dave.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's only showing like a little section of your screen.
Hold on one second. Let me see if I can fix that. How's that?
That's perfect. There we go. Okay. So wanted to buy iPhone 6, any carrier, any condition. How much are you getting? A lot of calls?
I get about 7 to 10 a day from Craigslist.
That's pretty good. That's pretty decent. How many ads do you have up?
What I've been doing recently is I hired somebody to post about 15 to 20 ads a day. And then myself, I post about, I create 5 new Craigslist ads a day.
Okay.
And then I renew about another 15 to 20 ads. So I usually have about 40 to 50 ads a day.
How many phones are you flipping right now? Are you buying out of those 7 or 10 calls a day?
It's starting to double. Well, the past week, for some reason, Craigslist, the leads haven't been that good. They've been people trying to sell kind of, phones that I'm not interested in or whatever. Most of the leads I've been getting are from Facebook.
Okay.
So, but usually, recently I've been doing about 7 to 8 phones a week. Okay.
7 to 8 phones. So that's pretty decent. If you're getting these calls, all right, here, I'm going to let you guys, I can sit here and critique David's Craigslist ads, which are not bad. The only thing I would just change in this ad, I would put a break between I will travel to you, pay cash for your phone. I would put an enter there and put a space to make it more appealing for the eye, okay? But if you're getting 7 to 10 calls a day, most people will be pretty happy with that. If you want, I can critique more of David's ads, or I could teach you an insanely advanced business strategy that may be advanced for some people in this group, but I'll let you guys pick. Do you want to hear the super advanced strategy about getting phones, or do you want to hear the Craigslist ads? I see strategy, business strategy, advanced, super advanced, advanced. Okay, I get the point. All right. So, David, I think you're good with your Craigslist ads.
All right.
I think we need to talk about this strategy. I think this will help you push it up a notch. All right.
Okay. Cool.
So let me stop sharing your screen for a second. Let me talk. All right.
No problem. Thank you.
No problem. So there's something. How many people here know the butterfly effect? Has anybody ever heard of the butterfly effect? Can you stop sharing your screen, David, so I can take the screen? You took off. Let me just share my screen so it'll stop. There we go. Okay. All right. So The butterfly effect says that a butterfly flapping his wings in let's say United States or something could cause a hurricane in the Philippines. Now, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a theoretic or whatever. I don't know all this crap, but that's what the butterfly effect has said. And there's a lot of truth to the butterfly effect. Now, how does that matter with flipping phones? Well, here's what the butterfly effect is in business, right? Someone calls you with a piece of shit phone. Who's gotten those crap phones? Hi, I've got a ZTE Warp for Cricket, and I was wondering, it's got a cracked screen on it. Would you guys buy those? Anybody heard of those, right? We all know those calls, like, shoot me. You know. Now, here's the thing. That person could be a potential customer. But here's how some of you guys answer that. Oh, yeah, we don't buy those phones. Yeah, sorry, bye. Right? Because, oh, it's a waste of time. That business is no good, right? But you're forgetting about the butterfly effect. Here's what the butterfly effect is, right? That person, let's say his name is Bob. Bob calls up and says, I've got a, Chris says, that gets me upset, then they get upset. Yes, exactly. That's definitely a butterfly effect in the wrong way. So let me show you what you want to do. Let's say someone calls us up with some crap phone, ZTE board, Metro, Cricket. It's got a cracked screen. The thing's not worth anything, right? And like, hi, this is Bob. How you doing? Yes, I was wondering if you guys buy Metro PCS phones. I have a Metro PCS Galaxy J7. And it's got a cracked screen, but I just upgraded now to Simple Mobile, and I would love to sell it to you guys. And Bob's all excited, thinking we're going to give him some great $20, $30 cash so we can get a pack of cigarettes, right? And now here's you. Oh, yeah. Metro PCS. Yeah, we don't buy those. Yeah, we just buy Verizon, AT&T, Sprint. Oh, really? But it says you buy all phones in your ad. Yeah, but not yours. Sorry. Click. Okay? Some of you guys are cracking up because you know this is reality, right? All right. Well, here's what I do. Here's what I do. I'm going to butterfly effect Bob, and here's what I do. So Bob calls up. Yes, I've got my Galaxy J7 for Cricket, and I'm looking to sell it. It's got a cracked screen. Now I know in my head the thing ain't more than it, right? Oh, that's fantastic, Bob. Thank you so much for calling. I really appreciate it. So Bob, right now I'm taking a look on eBay, and I'm seeing that phone, unfortunately, is worth about $14.95. Now, here's the problem, Bob, is that we have to make a profit as a business, and we have a policy that we have to make at least a $25 profit in order for us to sell, or we actually lose money on the item. Does that make sense? Oh, yeah. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. But, Bob, we would love to have your business in the future. If you have anything else, we would love to buy it. Do you have anything else here for sale? We also buy MacBooks. We buy tablets. We buy anything that actually we could resell, and that there's at least a $25 profit. We could ship it. We're definitely open to it. Do you have anything like that, Bob? Oh, geez, no, I don't. But you know something? My sister was just talking about selling her MacBook the other day. You know what? I'm actually going to refer you guys because you were really nice. The last guy was kind of a jerk. He said, we don't buy phones. He just hung up on me. But you know what? I really appreciate that. Now, guess what? Now Bob is so thrilled that I treated him like a decent human being that he goes and he tells his sister, hey, Maria, guess what? I just talked to this guy, and they couldn't buy my phone, but they said they buy laptops, and you've been trying to sell that MacBook forever. Oh, really? I didn't know anybody buys MacBooks. Yeah, the guy's super nice. Give him a call. Hello, this is Maria. Yes, my brother Bob called you the other day and said that he was looking to sell a phone, but you guys didn't do that. But you buy MacBooks? Is that right? Yes, we do. Why, Maria, thank you so much for calling. We really appreciate that. Yeah, Bob was a great guy. Thank you. You know, tell him I said thank you, and happy holidays, too, for referring us. I appreciate it. So, Maria, yeah, what do you have? A MacBook. Geez, okay. Well, you know what? I can give you like $300 for that. Really? The pawn shop only offered me $100. That's incredible. Now I'm going to sell that MacBook for $700, just so you guys know. Okay. Wow, that's fantastic. Okay, yeah. Why don't I meet up with you right now? And you know what, Maria? Do you have anything else? We buy phones. We buy MacBooks. We have tablets. Geez, you know, I've got an iPad Air that we don't use anymore. It's just sitting around. Do you guys buy those? Absolutely. We do buy those iPad Airs. Okay. Now I took shit phone Bob with his cracked Metro Cricket phone that wasn't worth anything, and I was nice to him, and I just made $800 profit off of Bob. That's called the butterfly effect. Because what happens is, even if they don't directly tell me they're going to refer me to someone, here's what happens. People know good service. They can tell. And when you treat people like they are worth way more than other people treat them, they're going to spread the word about that. And they're going to tell all their friends what a great guy you are. And even if you don't get their phone, you're going to get their friend's phone. You're going to get their mother's phone. Now, you butterfly effect every single phone call you get. And do you think your business is going to change? Who thinks that this was helpful? Say yes in the chat if you thought this was beneficial and you can go out and use this strategy today. Josh says, Dan, that was helpful. Josh, you wanted the secrets. I'm giving you the secrets, okay? Timothy says, a little clout gets you a long day. Ali says, mind-blowing, okay? Guys, when I was doing this alone, you think my stores help me get phones? No, they don't. I make a lot of money, and I have 4 pairs. That's why I keep them. And I have to leverage my time. I have employees. When I was alone, some of my best months, I closed 40, 50,000 a month on eBay. You don't believe me? I'll show you my PayPal statements. Just me, nobody else, me alone, 40, 50,000 a month when I was doing this by myself. So the only reason why I do 20,000 is because I automate this stuff. But when it was me, I can't expect my employees to be this like gold with people. I try to do my best, but they're no way near going to put this kind of effort in. But you can. You guys are out buying the phones yourself. You care about your money 100%. Treat the customers like gold. It's going to come back to you. It's going to come back to you 100%. Every person, even the cranky ones, especially them. You know why? Because everybody else treats that cranky person like shit. That cranky person, yeah, you're only going to give me $5. What do you mean? What do you mean this phone isn't worth anything? Look, I totally understand. I completely sympathize. I want to buy your phone. Believe me, I make money when I buy your phone. I'd love to buy your phone. But see, they're going on eBay right now for only $14.95. But tell you what else you got? Let's see if we can put something together. What else you got? You got a MacBook, you got a tablet. I want to buy anything you got. As long as it's a win-win for us, let's do this. You guys see how many of you guys are doing that right now? Is anybody actually, this is a very advanced strategy. Like almost nobody knows this stuff. Like very few people know to do this stuff when they're on the phone. Tyler says, landed a wholesale class month doing that. Bam. Great job, Tyler. Timothy says, what are your guys' thoughts on selling headphones, cases, and chargers? I think it's kind of majoring in minors, as one of my mentors used to call it. I think it's worrying about the small stuff. I go for the big stuff. I want to make the big money. I want to make $150, $200 a phone. I don't want to be wasting my time for piddly $5. That's my thoughts on it. Now, again, you can do that. You can go hustle and try to sell headphones and chargers to people and make a couple bucks. But me, I'd rather put the effort in a little bit more on the phone and make an extra $1,000 a day. See, I want the big money. That's what I want. But it's just me. So Samuel says, I'll start doing this. Josh says, Tim, don't let you go to the store. Okay. Anyways, I hope you guys found that helpful. I've never taught this in any group chat, never even taught this in the course. It's been a secret strategy of mine for a long time. So I thought it was a little too advanced, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right. Any other questions? What do you guys want to see next? We got about 5-10 minutes. I can answer the general questions on the Facebook group. Let's go ahead and do that. Let me look at the general questions in the Facebook group really quick, and then we can go over that stuff. Oh, actually, really quick, David, are you there still? Because that whole speech was for you, actually, because I wanted to show you how to increase your sales if you're getting a lot of calls.
Oh, hey.
Yep. David, did you find that helpful at all? Do you think you can go out and use that to scale up now to get another $4,000 or $5,000 a month, you think?
Yes, very helpful. As a matter of fact, today, I was talking to a lady that she just, her husband just left her. She was trying to sell an iPhone, and I was very compassionate with her. She didn't want to take my deal, but because I was very compassionate with her and, said, I'm sorry for, your heartbreak and this and that, she just texted me 10 minutes ago and she's ready to sell her phone to me.
Awesome. That's excellent. That's fantastic. Good job. And keep that up every time. And deals will come back to you too. All those people that hung up and said that you're not high enough, you get people calling you back too when you're nice to them. Okay. Someone says quick role play. All right, let's go through these questions quick. And then also I want to get Aaron on the chat as well for a little bit if Aaron's still here. Okay, let's see. Chris says, can you look at my Craigslist ads? Well, you already said you couldn't do that, so we'll skip that. Bobby says, what's the time frame we should allow people to pay for their item? 0. Josh actually answered that question correctly. You should require immediate payment on all your eBay listings. Nobody in here should have best offer or auction on any of your eBay listings. Every one of them should be buy it now. Okay, every single one of my items is buy it now. That's it. And then in the settings of your listing, it's just put require immediate payment. It's in the payment settings at the bottom of the listing. Require that. Okay. Let's see. Josh says, can we talk taxes? I don't think we're gonna have time for that today. That's something for an accountant. You guys actually can use my own personal accountant though. Someone in the group actually reached out to him and is using them already. So if you want. Josh says, what are the best time to pay eBay fees? There is no good time to pay eBay fees. You just pay it. I pay it whenever you want. I just like to pay bills to get them out of my face because I don't like to owe any money. So I pay it as fast as possible, One tip I will give you paying eBay fees, I use a Capital One Venture card. And if Capital One Venture gives you 2 points for every dollar you spend. So every $1,000 I spend, I get $20 in travel points. I get a lot of free traveling because I buy all my iPhone parts with my credit card. I pay my eBay fees with my Capital One Venture card. I pay my Facebook ads with my Capital One Venture. I spend all my money with my Capital One Venture, so all my travel points rack up, and I get this free hotel stays, free car rentals, free flights. It's awesome. So if you can, get yourself a Capital One Venture card. I don't work for, I'm not Alec Baldwin or Samuel Jackson. I don't work for Capital One. I don't represent them, but I do love the card. It works great. All right. Anyways, Kenny says, when on iPhones LCD is cracked, when it's hard to read the screen with the power on, we assume iCloud is bad. Yes, unless you're good at iPhone repair. See, this is why you guys should probably be doing iPhone repair, because if you're doing iPhone repair, what you can do is just slap a test screen on there and have the customer remove it right while you're there. If you have the skills to do this, you'll definitely make more money in this business if you know how to do iPhone repair. You'll be a more confident buyer. You'll sound better to the customers, and you'll make more money on the side doing iPhone repair. So if you're not doing iPhone repair, highly recommend getting into it. If you're scared to do it, just start repairing a phone by yourself. I did that for 3 months before I even did a customer's phone. But 3 months goes by very quickly, and all of a sudden now you have a second income stream where you're making good money. All right. Sam says, do you recommend Swapper to sell good ESN good condition phone? No, I would just sell it on eBay, but you can. Some people here sell on Swapper. If your eBay account was banned, you can sell on Swapper and try it. Again, I like fast money. I want to move my money quick. So that's why I choose eBay, because I can list it. My stuff sells in a day or two. I buy more stuff, and I flip it. Swapper is going to take longer to sell. And it's kind of a pain, too, because if you have any problems with the ESNs or anything, it's going to be different. I personally would stick with eBay, but it's up to you guys. Negotiating, we'll do that in a sec. We'll do some role play. Kim says, best day to sell on eBay. Good answer for that. Every day. Just sell. I mean, there's no best day. Just every single day you should be selling. Ivan says, I'm moving stuff to my new place today. I rented a truck, so I have to do it today. Okay. Let's see. Alihan says, yes, negotiations. We'll get to that in a little bit. Closing deals. So it looks like I answered most of these questions already. Someone says, an iPhone brand new sealed in the box, the plastic strength, you move it. Do not open a sealed phone, guys. Make sure you're getting IDs from people, first of all. If you get IDs, you shouldn't worry about buying sealed phones. Sealed phones are good money. We sold like a couple of them today that were sealed in the box. We bought them for $410. They sold for $800. It's a pretty decent profit, right? Now, if a guy's bringing you 10 sealed phones a week, I'd probably turn that business down, because there's no way in hell he's legitimately bringing you 10 phones that are sealed in the box a week. I guarantee you those are not coming from a legitimate source. And if, the guy ends up selling you 50 phones and something comes back to you, you're going to be in trouble. So just avoid that if you can. 1 or 2 phones that are sealed in the box once in a while is going to be a problem. I don't avoid them. They're good money if you can get them. And, just offer them the same price you would for a used phone, but yet sell them high when you go to sell them on eBay. Make sure you're getting IDs, though, 100%, and sign a bill of sale. Okay. Let's do some role playing. Where's Bobby? Because I think, who was the Bob that was scared to do role playing that didn't want to? Is he on here? I saw in the chat someone was scared, and I want to get whoever's scared to role play with me right now, because that's the one we should be getting out here. Who's scared? Oh, there he is. There's Bob. I see Bob. Bob, can you unmute yourself? Bob, are you there? You got to unmute yourself. Yeah, I'll unmute you. Don't do anything. Just watch. Okay. Don't do anything. I'm going to just do it. Go ahead now. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Scared. I'm scared. I'm a shy person. I'm afraid to talk to people, especially somebody I don't know, probably because of my accent. But I don't know. That's just.
That's all right. Look. You had the guts to do it, and you're on here now, so that's good. Like, you can ask my Amy is kind of a naturally fearful person sometimes, so she read a book called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyways, right? And successful people, some people are naturally more fearful than others, right? So, which is okay, because sometimes you can use that to your advantage, because being fearful avoids bad situations, right? But sometimes being fearful is not good. So, for anybody that has a lot of fear in this group, Guys, put yourself out there. Do one thing a day it scares you and train yourself to feel that fear, feel uncomfortable, feel scared, but still go through with it. And that's how you become successful. That's how you push yourself through new boundaries. Feel that fear and just push through it. So congratulations for feeling your fear and doing it anyways, Bob, and coming on here.
This is the first time I've been talking. This is the first time. I've never experienced it. And
Good. Well, good. You're here. That's it. Let's do a quick phone call. I'll go easy on you. Okay. So I'll make it easy. All right. Let's give Bob a hand for coming on here and doing this. That's fantastic. All right. And here we go. You ready? Ring, ring.
Hi. Please, do you have I want to sell my iPhone 7.
Oh no, I'm calling you to sell my phone, Bob. So you're gonna buy the phone from me. I'm the customer. Okay, so I'm gonna be calling about one of your Craigslist ads or your Facebook group post. Okay. Here we go. Ring, ring.
Yeah. Hi. This is Bob. Can I help you?
Hi. My name is Dave, and I was calling because I have a phone I want to sell. I saw your ad on Craigslist.
Oh, that's nice. Yes. What's the gigabyte and what's the carrier?
It's a Verizon phone. It's an iPhone 6 for Verizon.
Verizon phone. Okay. Let me put them for a while. Let me check that for you. Okay. That's nice. How much are you willing to sell it?
What did you say? How much do I want to sell it for?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's stop for 1 second. So, Bob, this is what I'm going to recommend for you, okay? Because I could tell you need a little bit of practice with this, and you're still kind of nervous, right? So here's what you do. With repetition, what you want to do is you want to have muscle memory, right? So, for example, like I'm a musician. I get on stage, and if I got to sing a song, I sing, and I play bass, play guitar, and I got to learn a song on guitar. If I don't practice ahead of time, and I get on that stage, and I've only practiced a song one time, I'm going to be nervous because I'm not prepared. But what we do is we practice every week, and I play the song 10 times over. And then it becomes muscle memory. Muscle memory means I don't have to think about it. It just happens. So when I get on that stage, even if I'm a little nervous, I just go into autopilot, and my brain just goes and I do it. So what I want you to do is I want you to train yourself on that phone to have muscle memory on how to answer the phone call. What you're going to do is you're going to practice this. I want you to role play. I want you to reach out to one person in this group, okay, that maybe is even like you. Maybe they're scared, and you guys can support each other. Okay, and every day you guys practice, and you were like, "Come on, Bob, you can do it." And then you do the call, and then that other person does the call, and then you do the call, and you guys practice back and forth 5 times a day. Because I don't have the time on this group chat because we only have an hour to train you. But if you could do this every day, within 30 days, it's going to become muscle memory, just like me playing that guitar in front of those people. Okay. All right. So I want you to have muscle memory. So when you get on that call, you don't have to think. You're just going into autopilot. All right. Thank you for calling iBuy for resale. Oh, great. You have a phone. Fantastic. What do you have? Okay. Can you do that, Bob?
Yes.
So your homework is to reach out to one person in this group. And as a matter of fact, guys, after this group is done, if you like Bob and you want to connect with him, Bob, you connect with them in the group or they connect with you. Get together and you guys practice. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's nice.
All right. And anybody else who's like this, who thinks she needs to practice, I highly recommend finding another buddy in this group so you guys can hold each other accountable. I'm going to tell you right now, the people in this group that do the best are talking to each other. Now, Aaron, can you unmute yourself 1 second? If you guys haven't met Aaron Goldstein, he's a beast. Just hit 40,000 on eBay and sales. He does fantastic. And he's the only person in this group that I've actually even authorized to coach other people other than me because he does so well. Now, Aaron, when you started this group, did you reach out to any of the big players in this group, like Michelle, Luke, any of the other people, and talk to them?
I absolutely did. I added them all on Facebook. I chatted with them, and I wanted to surround myself with the, I guess, in the environment.
Okay. And how much did you do your first month?
I think it was 8. Wasn't it like 8 or 9 grand?
8 or 9 grand. Your first 30, and you did that part-time while you were working full-time job. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, this is the power of connecting with other people. So I want everybody to try to connect. And as a matter of fact, some people have connected with Aaron, and congratulations for guys for being smart to taking action and reaching out to the successful members. We have other members in here, not just Aaron, that are doing really well, that you can connect with, and they'll help you, and you guys can work together. I know Tim connected with another member in this group called Zach, because he's from Canada. Zach's from Canada. Zach helped him out and got started, right? So find a member and connect with them. All right. Bob, was that helpful for you?
That is very helpful for me.
Good. Excellent. Okay. Aaron, do you want to give a quick 5 minutes, anything on negotiating? Anybody want to see me and Aaron role play with each other? That would be kind of a fun thing, huh? Maybe I'll be tough on you, you be tough on me. No. People are like, yeah, that would be great. You want to see me and Aaron go at it, and like we'll like he can try to stump me, I'll try to stump him. All right. What do you think? How do you feel about that, Aaron? I don't want to put you on the spot. Is that cool?
I'm fine. I haven't talked on the phone in about a month and a half, but we can still do it. That's fine. I might be a little
a month and a half. What? oh, you're texting. Oh,
yeah. I do everything through messaging now.
You're right. I'm sorry. So that's not kind of fair because Aaron's a master at closing people through text. I'm better on the phone. So I mean, I'm good through text too, honestly. But what do you? I mean, you're pretty good talking anyways. But what do you think? Do you feel you would know how to handle it?
Yeah, we could do it. I'm sure it's just the same objection handling strategy.
I tell you what, I'll let you stump me first. I'll give you the shot first, and then I'll go to you. All right? Is that cool?
Okay.
I want you to be like the worst. Like I want you to be like almost. I'm gonna get pissed off at you afterwards. Okay? Like I want you to be that hard on me. Is that cool?
All right. So I'm calling you, trying to sell you something.
Yep.
Okay.
Here we go. Go ahead. You say when it's ready.
Oh, ring.
Hi. Thank you for calling Buy Sell Fix.
Yeah, I got an iPhone 6. How much can I get for it?
Hey, how you doing?
I mean, not really that good. I'm kind of on a time schedule, too.
All right. Well, I'll get that to you really quickly for you. It's an iPhone 6. And what carrier was that?
T-Mobile.
Okay. 1 second. And any problems with it or anything like that?
No, it's in good condition.
That was an iPhone 6 for T-Mobile, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. What is it? Oh, sorry. One quick question. What's the gigabytes? Is it a 16 gig?
Oh, I'm not sure what a gigabyte is.
Okay, so the gigabyte is how much the memory on the phone has. What was your name, by the way?
Oh yeah, Aaron.
Aaron. Okay, Aaron. So Aaron, if you go in the settings, do you have the phone in front of you?
Yes.
I know you're busy, but I just this will help me give you the best quote for you. So I don't want to lowball you. I want to make sure I give you the most I can for you.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yep. If you go in the settings, right, and it's an iPhone, right? So you're going to go to General.
General. All right, hold on. I got to turn the phone on.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll wait.
Okay. All right, it's on.
Okay. All right, great. So you're going to go to settings.
Okay.
You're going to go to General.
Okay.
Okay, you're there?
Yes.
Okay, now you're going to go to About.
All right.
Okay, and now it should say Storage. Do you see a like if you scroll down, it'll be about halfway down, you'll see Storage. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, what does that say?
11.65.
Okay, so that would be a 16 gig. Now the reason why it's 16 gig is so that the operating system in the phone takes up some of the memory. So it's not going to say 16. It's going to be like 13 or 11.5 or something like that. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. That's what that means.
Yeah. And now you said that was an iPhone 6 for T-Mobile, right? So just give me a second now that we know what phone we're looking at here. Yep. So an iPhone 6, sorry, I got a bunch of listings to go through. It's just taking me 2 seconds. Yeah. iPhone 6, I could do like $75 on that for you.
Ugh. All right. Thank you for your time.
Aaron, how much are you looking to get on it?
Well, GameStop said they'd give me $130 for it.
Geez, have you been to GameStop yet?
No.
Have you ever sold GameStop anything before?
Yeah, I sold them a couple Pokemon games a while ago.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Did they give you top dollar for those Pokemon games?
No, they ripped me off real bad.
So, I mean, if they're going to give you $130, I would 100% take it. Matter of fact, I'll go take my phones and sell them for $130 and get them at GameStop. I mean, definitely, I would go there and see. But I don't know how they're doing that. Sometimes I've heard that you have to have like a special membership in order to get those prices, or they have like a computer that's there, and then they plug it in the computer, and then sometimes they say different things to get you down on the price. But if you can get the $130, I would definitely do it. I think that's a fantastic price.
Well, I don't know. Let's see. You don't think they'll give me $130 for it, Dave?
I'm not GameStop, Aaron. I'm just saying what I've heard. I would say do it. You don't have anything to lose. Go to GameStop and try to sell it for the $130. I mean, it doesn't hurt, right?
Oh, you're right. All right. Well, you said you'd give me 90 for it, right?
75. 75.
Oh, 75. Ugh. Maybe I should take it to one of those kiosks. You think I could get more of those kiosks?
I mean, again, doesn't hurt. You know, I mean, like, you try it. I mean, we're typically offering the best prices in the state. So I mean, if you want to give it a shot, I mean, definitely, I would go to the you know, there's one right in the mall down the street. Try it out.
Oh, all right. And you said 85, right?
75. 75, right?
You can't go any higher than that?
I mean, I can't take these comments. Sorry. Aaron, I mean, I want to help you out, but like, I know you're saying GameStop's like 130. I'm on eBay right now, and I'm seeing it for like $149.95. That's what I'm gonna get for it. You know, so like, I gotta pay eBay 10% of that. That's $15. So 149 minus the 15, I'm down to like 134. It's gonna cost me $5 to ship it. So now I'm down to 129. So I mean, I have to have a certain profit margin. I mean, if you want to go to the Eco ATM and you want to try it out, I'm not gonna hold it again. I'm gonna be here tomorrow. I tell you what, this is what I'll do for you though. Because this is the first time you call me. You never called me before and sold me a phone, right?
Correct. Yes.
Because one thing I like to do, I like to have a relationship with my customers. A lot of my customers, they don't see me once. They sell me a phone. I try to give them the best possible prices I can. And then they're coming to see me every couple months with something. You know, they have a laptop. They have a MacBook. And as a matter of fact, if you have anything like that, we also buy those as well. But I tell you what, if I do 80, would that be fair?
You can't come up just $5 more, Dave?
I know it's only $5. I know it doesn't seem like a lot. It's only $5, right? But there's a certain cost when we're buying phones, and believe me, I'd love to just say, okay, and give you the $5. But if I don't cover a certain amount, see, the problem with this business is sometimes we get stolen phones, sometimes we get broken phones, sometimes we get things that, you know, we can't control. So we have to have a certain padding in there to make up for issues. Does that make sense? So I'm already at like the threshold, you know, and I know it's only $5. It seems, well, you know, we're already at 80, just throw another 5, but I've already thrown in the 5 from the 75. Does that make sense? But I tell you what, you know what I'll do? Where are you at? I'm
in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, so that's only like 10 minutes from me. I tell you what, if I meet you halfway, if you meet me halfway, I'll do the $80 for you. And I'll meet you halfway to save you a little time driving so you don't have to come to me.
The 80 or the 85?
The 80. But I'll do the 80 and I'll come to you so it makes it a little easier. Like I'll meet you halfway so you don't have to drive all the way over to me.
All right, that's fair.
That's fair. All right. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate it. Look, I know that I appreciate it. And you know what? And if you got anything else in the future, I'd love to do more business with you. So if you have anything else, bring it along. If you got an old MacBook, you got a tablet, if you have anything else, bring it down. I'm happy to do business with you and give you the best price I can on that. And I'll do my best to take care of you. Is that fair?
Fair.
Awesome. All right, let's do it. Boom. That was it. All right, guys. Wow. We had a lot of comments coming in on that one. Did anybody learn anything from that? That was you did a great job giving me a hard time on that. I mean, you threw everything at me, Aaron. Oh my God. Whew. You almost had me sweating for a second. I was like, oh boy. I'm telling you guys, 7 to 8 out of 10. I'm not missing. I'm 7 to 8 out of 10. I'm closing. All right. So, but notice, you see, one thing I'm not afraid to, guys, I'm not afraid to stay on that phone till I freaking close them. Anybody ever see the Wall Street? Buy or freaking die, right? He's like, I'm staying on that. I don't care if my phone is ringing like crazy. I'm staying on till I close the guy I got on the phone. I'm not rushing off. Because sometimes when we're getting a lot of calls, we get caught up in the, oh, I've got so many deals, I don't have to worry about fighting with. No, because what you're doing is you're doing a half times a half, which is a quarter, right? You ever seen Jerry Maguire? Jerry Maguire, all the phone calls are going on, and he's stuck sitting there trying to sell Cuba Gooding on dealing with them as a manager. And then Jerry Maguire at the end becomes like a millionaire because he just worked on that one person. Just focus on closing the one deal on the phone at a time and work it the best you can. And that's how you get really, really good at this. And if I got to sit there and go, whoa, for the 50 freaking time on that phone call, I'm going to do it. I'll grunt till the cows come home till I close that deal if I have to, because I'm not going to rush. The minute I break rapport and I break character, if I'm like, okay, you know what? Yeah, let's do the A5. And all of a sudden I shift and I turn into a different person, I lose the deal because now I've lost trust in the buyer. I've got to maintain myself the whole way through. All right. So Aaron, are you ready for me? Should we do this? I don't know. It's 9:20. Do you think we should cut it short? What do you guys want? Should I hammer Aaron or should we cut it off now at this point? What do you guys want to do? Jocelyn says, no, do it. Everybody says do it. All right. Sorry, Aaron.
All right. Come on, Dave.
All right. Man, you were tough on me. I don't even know if I could follow up that act. I mean, that was the toughest you could possibly be. All right. Here we go. Ready? All right. Ring, ring.
Thanks for calling Phone Mammoth. This is Aaron.
Hi. Yeah. I got a phone I want to sell. I got a Galaxy. What are you guys paying on that?
Well, that's a great question. Do you know which Galaxy it is?
Yeah, Galaxy F7.
Galaxy S7?
Yep. Clean ESN, no cracks, good condition. What are you paying?
Oh, fantastic. Well, let me get you a quote real quick. Sounds like you know a little bit about phones if you're talking about the ESN.
Yeah. Yep.
Which company is it with?
It's Verizon.
Fantastic. And it's fully paid off, clean ESN?
Yes.
And what color is it?
It's white. I
Right.
just want to get, a price. What are you paying on those? Galaxy S7.
No problem. Just hang out with me one sec. Let me get you a price.
You guys don't have this like off the top of your head or something? Don't you guys buy a lot of phones?
Absolutely. But because the price is always changing, I want to make sure I can give you the most amount of money I can possibly pay you today for it.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
All right. Give me 1 second. What did you say your name was again?
My name's Dave.
Dave. Fantastic. All right, Dave. So I can give you, for a phone like that, S7 Verizon, you said, right?
Yes, S7 Verizon. Yep.
Fantastic. I can give you $125 for it.
That's all you do, man?
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I'm all set, dude. Yeah, thanks.
Well, give me 1 sec, Dave. Hold on a sec, Dave. What were you trying to get for it?
I mean, yo, man, the guy down the street just said he would give me $230 for it. I mean, you were like half of him,
Ooh, $230. That's a pretty good offer. Are you just checking around to see what you can get to see who will give you the most for it, Dave?
Yeah, I just want to get the best price.
That makes sense. If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you talked to that said they would give you $230?
It was the guy on Craigslist got an ad. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, come on, you do like 180 at least?
Well, so I'm not going to lie to you, Dave. $230 is a pretty good price. Let's see. You want 180 for it?
Yeah, if you could do 180, yeah. I'll do it because the other guy's kind of far. I don't want to, and he was a little weird. So, if you do 180, I'll do it.
180?
Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
Well, here, all right, Dave. So here's the thing. I buy and sell for a living, so I do need to make a little profit. I think 180 is not a bad price. If you meet me in the middle at 145, you got a deal.
145, bro. 145. Come on. You could do 170. 170.
I can't do 170. The highest I could do is 145, but I could drive to you and bring cash.
160. 160, and I'll give you the phone right now. I'll come to you. 160. Come on, you know you can do it, man. You know you're going to make money on this. You know you're going to make it. 160.
Dave, I would love to do 160. I got to make a certain amount of profit per phone, and that's a little bit past the mark. Would you meet me at 150?
160. 160. Come on, man. You could do it. 160. Just do it. Come on. 160.
160.
Come on, bro. You know you're making money. You know you're making money. Come on. Come on, bro. 160.
160. Do you have the original box and all the original accessories too?
No. No, I don't. What does that matter? I don't have the box. I don't have the box. 160.
160. What color is the phone?
It's white.
It's white. All right. And if I do 160, you'd want to meet up today?
Yeah, I'll meet you right now. I'll meet you right now.
All right.
160.
160 is fair.
160?
160 is fair. Where would you like to meet at?
What are you? Come on. You don't beat me up. What is it? You're Aaron, come on. I thought you were going to give me your best shot. All right, fine. 160.
Because I'm still going to sell for about 260. It'll be all right, Dave.
All right, fine. That's good. Okay. Now, I actually didn't do appraisal, so I don't know. If you're going to sell it for 260 and that's what's appraising at, then that's solid either way. So that was good. Good job. Now, Aaron did excellent, okay? I have to give him 9 out of 10 on that, 100%. I'm going to give one pointer that I think would help you when you get a guy like that. By the way, I know I was kind of being a dick, or part of my language, but I was kind of being a hard ass on him. But has anybody gotten a call like that? Because you get those calls sometimes. You'll get people that are very demanding. They're very strong. They're like, come on, you know you're gonna do it, and they assume you know everything. They know everything about your business. Here's how you handle that guy. One thing I really liked is that I was being a jerk the whole call. The whole call, I was being arrogant. I was being presumptive. I was being pushy, and Aaron smiled the whole time at me, which was fantastic. He kept his cool. That was excellent. That was fantastic. That's exactly what you want to do, is you want to never stoop to their level. He also tried to slow me down as I was rushing him. Come on, bro. I wanted to see how he'd handle that. And he didn't rush. He kept staying slow, but not too slow. It would bother me, but he didn't go, okay, I'll date. He didn't become my slave. Because when you become controlled by them, you lose the deal, because they don't want to push over. Someone like them wants to go head to head with you. They want someone stronger than they are. So in that case, believe it or not, how I act to that person is look, man, just go sell it to the other guy. I think that's your best bet. He's going to give you 230. Just do it. I could do 140. I go sell it. And I'm going to just call his bluff and go ahead, man. Do it. Sell for the I can't do the 160, but if you got that other guy, just sell it for 230. You're crazy to sell it to me for 160. I'll start selling them on selling it to the other guy. Why would you sell it to me for 160? You get 230. Just go do it. Why not? And they're like, well, the other guys, well, so what? It's a little farther. You're getting all this extra money. Go for it. And then I'll actually make them feel like crap without saying anything bad. They'll be like, well, I don't know. I just don't want to sell it to them, but now I've got the power. Now I can be like, well, for me, I can do 150 on it. But if you don't want to take it, hey, it's no problem. No hard feelings. And I like to call their bluff a little bit. I find that works good for me. And even if that guy hangs up on me or he doesn't do it, I know he's going to call me back a couple hours later, or he's going to call me back the next day. So that's how I'll reverse psychology those people a little bit. Works. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah. Now, in your situation, you got the deal because you made profit anyway. So that's good. If there's that much profit in it, might as well just negotiate it and get the deal. So that's good as well. But for anybody who gets that sometimes, that's another way that you guys can handle it. Okay, so there was a lot of big stuff on this call. I hope you guys found it valuable and helpful. And any last questions? We're going to wrap it up. It's 9:30. This is we're going long on this group chat, and we should be. But any last things? All right. All right, guys. Yeah, Eddie says these calls are recorded. Yes, I'll be posting the replay probably later tonight or tomorrow morning for you guys, so you can go over them. I definitely recommend rewatching this call, especially if you're struggling on your negotiating the Craigslist ads. It's good to hear it a few times and stuff. So, all right, guys, we have a great night. I really hope you got some value out of this. It was helpful, and you guys are all negotiating machines. Remember, it's no good to just hear me do this. You guys got to practice it. You got to put it in action. So find someone you could role play with. Use it. Don't just go, oh, yeah, man, Dave, that was awesome, and then don't apply what I just showed you. I want you to actually go do it. And you're not going to be that good. Not that I'm amazing, but it's just going to take practice. It took years for me to get to this level. So you need to start right now, get your hours in, and go practice that. All right, guys. Well, you have a great night, and I'll see you.